As you may have already noticed, there are 100 different ways to skin a cat in Director. And there is more than one way to add the cast members to the score to create an animation. In this section, we'll show you how to create the hair growth animation using a technique called Cast to Time. Let's delete our previous attempt in the score. We have most of it selected now. If we hold down the Shift key and select the one there, now we have our whole range selected, and when we click Delete, it will get rid of the whole thing. Now, to create a Cast to Time animation, you move the playback head, as always, to the spot where you want your animation to begin. We want it to begin at 6 because we want 5 frames where there's no hair. Okay, so we move it to the spot where we want our animation to begin, and then we go to our cast and we select all the cast members that we want to use in our animation. So we can select the full range by selecting the first one, holding down the Shift key, and selecting the last one in the range. That selects all the cast members that we will be using in our animation, all the hair growth stages. Now, what we do is we choose Cast to Time under the Modify menu. Go to Modify, Cast to Time. This takes our cast members and spreads them out along the time axis in the next available sprite channel. And we can see this. Keep an eye on the score where our playback head is. All right. If you'll notice down here, it has added the cast members to the score. And since we only had 5 cast members, our animation is only 5 frames long. We can change this, but first, we have it selected. We need to make our ink different. We need to make it background transparent so that we can see beneath it. Okay. Now, if we notice, our animation is only 5 frames long. If we were to play it now, we would hardly see a thing because our animation would proceed too quickly. Each stage of hair growth would only appear on the stage for 1/15 of a second. But we can fix this by selecting the last frame in our sprite span and dragging to the left until it is at the spot where our background face ends. Director automatically adds extra instances of the sprites that make up the animation, distributing them equally so that each cast member appears on the stage for the same length of time. Now, if we rewind and play our animation, let's do that. Play. It should look just like it did before, with each stage of hair growth on the stage for 5 frames.